one way or another. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation. Let's go, baby. Let's roll with this thing. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, appreciate you. Let's roll with it. Let's grow this thing one way or another. Appreciate it. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel, be part of the notification squad. I gotta just talk a little bit on progressions and anticipations, and I was doing some film work, and today's it's been a long day, so I just don't have enough energy to really break down everything like I really wanted to. So I said maybe I can just show you guys on the fly, and we can get things going from there. Let me see if I can pull up this clip. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in, following the channel, supporting the channel, being part of the notification squad, and being part of the Law Nation's podcast. We got a lot of work to do. I'm talking about tons of work to do as it relates to this team, what Dak Prescott needs to do, what the coaching staff must do to improve everything. And to me, it's been 8 going on 9 years or beyond that we've been seeing the same exact results, regardless whether or not a quarterback can throw a ball through a keyhole or whether or not a quarterback can barely hit water if he fell off a boat. It's been the same exact thing. So somehow, one way or another, the Cowboys staff have to just be changed out, basically. And these are just my thoughts. These are just my opinions. If you feel the same way, let me know. I have thick skin here, and I can take in and take on a lot of things here. But appreciate those who tuning in to the nation, man. Really appreciate you. Let me see if I can pull up this thing before I get to rocking and rolling. Come on. There you go. Appreciate you. Always have a little issues with this thing. But and thank those who are on the Periscope, and as well as those who are on the Twitch. Appreciate you. May not always get to your name. Eric, thank you for tuning in. Mitch, all of you all. Dak Prescott got to work on his progressions, and he got to realize too that it is what it is. He got to figure out a way, and his coaching staff got to figure out a way too. And the blame goes all the way around. The offensive line, even from the person who's probably running out there with the water bottle. I can blame that guy, right? It's one of those things too, whereas we have to figure out what can be the solution. Will it be us going out and drafting another quarterback next year? To me, I'm of the mind of finding maybe a veteran guy. I think that would look better for the Cowboys versus if they're going to keep this coaching staff. I would rather for them to go out and grab a veteran guy, and because we don't know who the heck the Cowboys can develop, so we just don't know that aspect of it. And we seen this same thing over and over again with the looks of Jason Garrett. But let me just play this clip right quick, and so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and so you guys can relate too. So let me see if I can find this clip within my many of deals going on here. Come on, where you at? 1, 2, 3. Can you see me? There we go. All right. Bam. All right. Of course, I'm going to move my tail out of the way, but I want to play this right quick so that everybody can see what I'm talking about as far as progressions, going through his reads and looking at things that he needs to see in order to pass the ball correctly. This is the thing. Joe Montana, and I bring up Joe Montana, not comparing Dak Prescott to Joe Montana. I got to preface my statements because a lot of people just hear what they want to hear. He said the best place for any quarterback will be inside of the pocket. That's your home. That's where your saving grace will be at. And you got to have a set of cojones to really step up in that pocket, stand tall, and climb the pocket. That's the best thing that any young quarterback can do, veteran quarterback too. And if you want to play in the National Football League, which stands for not for long, you got to be able to trust that pocket. Now, where that trust been broken at, I don't know. One can argue the fact maybe it was the Atlanta Falcons game. Maybe it was a game that, we don't know when that trust was broken. Maybe somebody else knows when that trust was broken. But The trust with Dak Prescott going through his progressions been broken, and it seems like it's yet to be healed. And let me see if I can get my face out of the way, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. On this play right here, I'm going to hit play. We see Dak Prescott. We see the pocket area. This isn't a shotgun. You know I'm not a fan of the shotgun in the red zone, money zone, green zone, however zone you want to call it. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that you can manipulate it a little bit better if you go with the mindset of going out of an I formation, off I, maybe a pro set, something like that to make the defense play honest. When you spread out wide, I do understand that young quarterbacks have helped them out, but Dak Prescott is not a guy that's going to just launch that thing real quick. What do you guys see right here? I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you see a Dak Prescott that's in the pocket, that there's no pressure. 55 is the mic, and he steps away. There's a good block on the edge there. Right now, to me personally, 1, 2, 3, the ball should be coming out. The coaching staff must drill home to this guy. Ball out after you get your 3-step drop out of your shotgun stand. Whether it be to the fade to the right, or whether it be to your hot read, or whether it be to your tight end. You have to practice this, guys. You have to practice this. But what he does, he bails away, and there's no one in life around him. Nobody but space and opportunity. And he bails away. He bails away. Now, young quarterbacks out there, those who out there playing in middle school, those who have inspiration to play in high school and beyond, never, absolutely, this is a cardinal sin right here. Never turn your back against the defense, especially when there's no pressure at all onto you. Now, in certain scenarios, you can turn it, unless that's the play design, like a naked bootleg, your bootlegs, your wiggles, or what have you. And then on top of that, when you are evading the pressure, at least do it to your strong side, meaning that Dak Prescott is not left-handed. So the best thing for him to do will be to roll to the opposite side in the fashion if he wants to do something of this nature. Okay? I'm not complaining about Dak Prescott. I'm not throwing him under the bus, but this is something that I wish that I can be in the coaching room where I can sit him down, the quarterback coach can sit him down, and also the head coach and whoever else in that room, and say, hey, this is not what we do. We do not turn our backs. The defensive player shouldn't see the backside of the Prescott jersey at all. So we're going to hit play right here. And great block by number 21 and Big 77. But they couldn't go and extend that block at this point because now number 99 is turned. So you do not want to extend that block because that will be blocking the back. So let's hit play. And he rolls out. Yes, he created the separation here, but this is another cardinal sin. Watch how he throws the ball. He evades this big number 99. All this could have been avoided because we're going to go back and look at everything. And he throws the ball away. Now, I do know that it was the last part of the game, but we got to understand this, Cowboys Nation. You do not win in the NFL. If we go all the way back to the beginning, what do we see? We see a pre-snap read would tell you that you only have 4 guys that's possible rushing in. You have to figure out who's going to be the mic, and you're going to figure that out sooner than later. Number 55 is naturally Mike out of this position. And then on top of that, we got to look at it from this angle too. They are pretty much, the Titans are either in a drop cover 2, and they got the 2 safeties deep because they got out of the cover 1. And I admit that I saw that on a film. Here's your guy right here. That's your best friend. The tight end will always be your best friend. Ezekiel Elliott, the path of the righteous man. He's back here. He's actually the guy that's going to be blocking and helping you out. So you can eliminate him out of the scenario of passing him the ball. We're going to hit play. Dak Prescott is wide open here. This is your mic. This lane will open up. You can either run it. You can see whether or not your center is going to get containment right here on this particular guy. If he comes up a little closer, you got to understand you can't go beyond the LOS as far as the center here. And he rolls out. So that's something that we're going to have to work on. Whether, I don't know, I'm not in the coaching room. I'm not in the staffing meeting, whether or not he's going to work on that, and just throws the ball away. All right, so this is a better look at this particular defense. You guys going to see all what I'm telling you about the two deep safeties, and everything is wide open for the 1, 2, 3 step back out of his stand. This ball should have been released. Now, this guy's running inside, but once this pocket area is here, all this is clear lanes for him. He can actually tuck it and run this way if he want to, or he can just casually step forward. He got great seal block here. This guy got a hat on a hat. This guy got a hat on a hat. Hey, the center's looking for work. He's sitting right there, pretty right now. This pocket right here, this area right here, you got to be able to trust this, guys. You got to trust your pocket. You want him to step up through here. You'll see number 80, big tight end target right here, wide open. The guys are pretty much behind him at this point, and you can throw and release the ball that way. But what do we do? What do we do for this? Instead of stepping up through your throw or stepping up where your saving grace is at, you got an alleyway here to run it. You even got a back shoulder fade. A ball right here on this side of the corner of the ball right here can go right here. This defender have to travel through the body in order to get that ball, to get that separation. You can missile that ball to this guy. And this is not me. I hope the coaching staff, I can only pray that they're preaching and teaching to Dak Prescott. Get the ball out quick. Have a mental clock in your head. Make sure it's 2 to 3, no more than 3 seconds. Get the ball out at this point. I do know you're looking for the bigger play down the line, but this is where you earn your keeps, right here within the pocket. That's your best friend. But instead, he rolls all the way out. And my God, he's directing traffic. He got a defender in his face. These guys said, man, we did all this hard work and blocking for nothing. And why you want to pick a fight right there? Why you want to pick a fight? All your saving grace was right along here. How did you find yourself 10 to maybe 15 yards away from the play to make the throw even worse and harder for you? So, I mean, guys, we're going to have a lot of work to do. And trust me, I love Dak Prescott. I love his intangibles. But one thing I can say from here, we got to do something to fix this thing up and patch and match this thing around. I don't know what Kellen Moore is telling him what to do. I don't know what Scott Linehan is calling him into the meeting. I don't know what Jason Garrett is coming in, with his mind and telling him, okay, and in this scenario, in this situation, you have to trust the pocket. I don't know. I don't have all of the answers. You guys know most of the things. I just know some things. Let me know what we can do in order to help this out. Now, one can argue and say, well, maybe we can get another rookie quarterback to come in. Maybe it's the Cooper Rush of the world or the Matt Whites of the world. I don't know. I'm just here. I'm a fan. I love this team. I have strong adulations for this team, but we have to figure out something. I'm just going to give a shout out to Alan. Appreciate you for making the donation to help grow the nation. He says, I agree. Jason should be fired, but no respectable coach want to come into Dallas. It's hard, man. It's a tough pill to swallow. To relinquish. We all man here, right? We all grown in certain factors. And for a man, an alpha male, a man that is going to be able to come in and have his plan and have his set of rules and regulations to come in, to bow down and have mercy and to say to himself, all right, I'm going to have a guy that knows less than me tell me what to do. It's hard, man. It is a hard and a tough pill to swallow. All right, so I'm going to look at it. I'm going to comb through all of these plays. There were some good plays that Dak Prescott was able to muster out. There were some, but the bad outweighed the good. It's sort of like this right here. We learned this in math. 5 times 5 is a good number, but 5 times -1 is always a negative number. And it's just how life is. Sometimes you can do everything great in life, but it's that one negative that can bring down a whole lot of things. But also with convictions of your mind and stern pertinacity, and also with a heartfelt truth of just strong, stern coaching, that stuff can just erode and move off too. There's a marriage in a sense that goes with this. Whereas one hand you have, just like some of you guys who are educators out there, those who teach and those who have been able to tutor somebody. This is what you do out there. You elevate that person. That person may not be able to read or write as fast as you. But what you do is you sit them down and you say, okay, these are the elements. These are what you need to improve on. And then we come back, and that's why we have a review. That's why we request a 6-week test or a 9 weeks test or a some type of way to gauge the growth factor of where you improve from day 1 to day 2 to maybe week 3 to week 5, etc. So in order for that to happen, you will have to sit down with that person and go over the things that they did well, and then go over the things that they didn't do too well with, and then you improve those things. But as a teacher or as an educator, those who out there who have the patience to do those things, or as a coach, if you're not able to elevate that person, then that's when it becomes a bad coaching. Or when you see the person continue to do the same exact things over and over again that you went home and drilled home on, and they continue to do the same things, then that falls in coaching. Now, scouts say this: if you've seen it before, you can see it again. Yes, that's true in certain factors, but it's up to that player too to do his homework and to study and to recognize. So it's a marriage in a sense. It's a two-way street. So at this point, we're not doing a great job, whether it be from the skill set and the play of Dak Prescott and from the coaching and bringing out the abilities to show his strong suits. So that goes all in together. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in as I begin to depart from here. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions. Like I said, I'm super tired. I'm just going to dig down into more of this film later on and get myself some rest and be back on this thing maybe tomorrow or something like that. But shout out to you, Incognito, man. Appreciate you. One of my mods up in here, man, holding it down. Let me jump over to my Facebook. Appreciate everybody that's on the book. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the content. Mitch, Eric, all you guys, Kerry, Teagle, Jamal Anderson, man. Robert Home, all you guys, man. I love you guys, man. Appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to hit that share button. Join DC for Life group 2. They got over 130,000 people in that chat group. I really appreciate you guys if y'all join that group too, as we grow this thing and get this silver and blue going in the right direction. Nick, what's up, man? Appreciate you. I see you over there, man. Let me go ahead and bounce out of here like a basketball, right? we gonna be all right, Cowboys Nation. It's sad right now. It's hard, especially looking at the opportunities that we should have out here. But we're going to have to bounce back. Let me go ahead and play my little jam out music and get ready to give me some rest around here. I had a long day of work, right? Come on. I can't leave without the music. Where that music at? It's somewhere around here. Let me see. Where you at? It's loading up now. But appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for the donation too. Mount up. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. Yeah. It's all jacked up today, but go. Yeah. We gonna get this thing going one way or another. Yeah.